What's up guys, CB here. Today we're back with another video, and today we are taking a look at some of the brand new Link monsters that came out recently from the Link Vrains Pack. So, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button down below, and let's get right into it. So, first we're going to take a look at Fresh Madolche Sistar. She is the Madolche Link monster. The links are bottom left and bottom right. Got attack 1500. Materials, 2 Madolche monsters. While this card points to a Madolche monster, Madolche spell and traps, cards you control cannot be targeted or destroyed by effects. If this card on the field would be destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can return 1 Madolche monster in your graveyard to your deck instead. I'm not too sure about this card. I think it could be good, but I don't really know Madolches too well. I might actually mess around with this to see how it is. I do know Madolches actually shuffle a lot into the deck, so this effect kind of doesn't surprise me that it's has the same type of mechanic almost. And then I guess protecting your spells and traps are cool. I don't know if there's any spells or traps that can protect Madolche monsters. Now if there was, that'd be a crazy loop you can get there, but again, I don't know if this is what Madolches needed. So let's move on to the next couple cards. Alright, so moving on, we have some of our next Link monsters. We have the Madolche monster. Then we also have Ritual Beast Ulti Kimun Falco. A Link 2, attack 1800, links bottom left, bottom right. Materials, 2 Ritual Beast monsters. Sorry. You can only use this card's name to effect once per turn. Ritual Beast monsters linked to this card gain 600 attack and defense. Very good. You can banish 1 Ritual Beast card in your graveyard. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon a Ritual Beast monster from your hand. That's pretty good. Then during either player's turn, quick effect, you can return this card you control to the extra deck, then target 2 of your banished monsters, a Ritual Beast Tamer and Spirit Master monster, special summon them in defensive position. Overall, I think this is actually going to be a really good Link monster for Ritual Beast. The third effect allows them to float back to your extra deck, then you can bring it back, and I just think this is going to be really good support for Ritual Beast in the Link era. Next, we have Zefra Metaltron, Link 3, 2500 attack. Its links are bottom left, bottom, and bottom right. Materials, 2 or more monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. We'll get back to that. You can only use the 1 and 2 effects of this card's name once per turn. If a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck that is linked to this card is destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effect, you can add 1 monster from your graveyard or 1 pendulum monster that is face up in your extra deck to your hand. Okay, bringing stuff back, that's good, I guess. And then you can target 1 monster special summoned from the extra deck that each player controls other than this card. Banish the 2 targets until the end phase. Okay, so kind of like a Farfa. Oh, not really Farfa, actually. It's like Omega, but on the field. It's okay. I think what's really hindering this card is its summoning condition. I mean, yes, you can summon it with basically Gofu or Scapegoat, but what's so difficult about this is that if you want to special summon it basically with just Link monsters, it takes up 2, basically this card and the 2 other monsters you'd use to summon it takes up 3 spots in your extra deck, and that's kind of a pain, honestly. I think because of that, it just makes it not really worth it, but yeah. Next we've got Alistair, the Meltdown Invoker, Link 2, attack 1800, links bottom left, bottom right. Materials, 2 monsters with different types and attributes. Okay. This card's name is treated as Alistair the Invoker while it is on the field or graveyard. If a fusion monster is fusion summoned while this card is in a monster zone, you can discard 1 card, and if you do, add 1 invocation or the Book of Law from your deck to your hand. If this face-up card is removed from the field by your opponent's card effect, you can add 1 Omega summon from your deck to your hand. Okay, the summoning condition, I think it's better than the other Link monsters that we saw, like Metaltron. You're probably going to end up, I think it's going to be more difficult to summon Meltdown Invoker in decks that, it's going to be more difficult to summon in pure Invoked, just because you're mainly running spellcasters in that, so you won't be having this different types. I think this card will definitely help decks that run the Invoked as an engine, so like Trickstar Invoked or Artifact Windwitch Invoked. I mean, that's kind of, I don't know. That's what I think. I kind of wish upon Link Summon you could add an invocation to your hand, but I mean, if you summon Alistair to the field, and you're already getting that plus of getting invocation, but still. And then also, I also wish if this effect worked if it was destroyed by battle, because with its with this monster's attack points, I think that's a more likely situation than popping it with a card effect. Next we have a pure Gem Phantom Knight core. So what he is 2 Gem Knight monsters, and then like if he's Link summoned, you can add a Gem Knight card from your deck to your hand. So pretty good to search out your Gem Knight cards. And then also you can pay 1,000 life points and fusion summon a Gem Knight fusion monster from your extra deck, and then shuffle the materials listed on it, either banished or in your graveyard, into your deck. So that's good to bring stuff back, but the monster can't attack directly. So overall, this is a really good card, especially if you're using the Brilliant Fusion engine. So next we have Isolde, Inspiration of the Noble Knights, or Isolde, Inspiration of the Noble Knights. Link 2, attack 1600, materials, 2 warrior monsters. Holy cow, that's good. You can only use this card's name 1 and 2 effect once per turn. If this card is Link summoned, you can add a warrior monster from your deck to your hand. You can add normal summon or special summon the monster added to the hand by this effect, or monsters with the same name, or activate that monster's effect during the turn. That's really good. You can send any number of equipped spell cards with different names from your deck to your graveyard. Special summon a warrior monster from your deck whose level equals the number of cards that were sent to the graveyard this way. Okay, this is basically what Noble Knights needed to help make it less bricky. Just the fact you can basically weed out your equipped spell cards, and you're able to get your monsters to the field, which is really great. And then with this effect, I think this effect is great for just allowing you to search. What's so great about this card is that it's basically generic support for warriors, which is fantastic, and I think warriors have needed that and have really needed that. An idea I thought of this deck was where if you're doing heroes and you have the Isolde and then let's say like a Dark Law in the field, after you've made the Isolde, you can add a Honesty Neos to your hand and then just get that ready to use on Dark Law if your Dark Law gets attacked by a stronger monster. So overall, I think Isolde is a great warrior monster, Link monster. Next we have the Heavy Metalfoes Electrum that came out a while ago, and this basically it's huge Pendulum Magician / Metalfoes, just Pendulum support in general, but mainly Pendulum Magician. If it's Link summoned, you can add a Pendulum monster from your deck to your extra deck face up, and then once per turn you can target one other card you control, destroy it, and then add a face up Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand, which is really nice. Then if a card leaves your Pendulum zone, you can draw a card. So really good stuff, really good stuff. And then we've got Insector Pico Farena, 2 insect monsters. You can target 3 insect monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and then draw a card. So basically just reusing your materials. If it's Link summoned, you can discard a card, then target one other insect you control, and equip an insect monster from your deck as an equip card, and the equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense. So it's alright. I don't think it's fantastic. Having the 2 Insectors limited, I think it's Hornet and let me just look at it out. Yeah, Dragonfly and Hornet. I mean, those were what made the deck so great, but I don't know. It's just personal opinion. So alright, so that is really for this page for the new Link monsters. We're going to take a look at the final Link monster, which is the Steelswarm. And now we have the final monster out of the entire set, Steelswarm Origin. So it is a Link 2 Light Fiend with an attack of 2000, Link's top and bottom. Okay, let's take a look. Materials: 2 Elswarm monsters. While this card is in the extra monster zone, neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck to a main monster zone, except to a main monster zone this card points to. Ooh, okay. While this card points to a monster, this card cannot be targeted by effects, nor destroyed by battle or card effects. Very nice. Once per turn, when a monster on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a number of level 4 or lower Elswarm monsters from your deck in defensive position up to the number of monsters destroyed. Whew, okay, once this comes out, I'm going to make a prediction. Elswarm's going to be a pretty good anti-meta choice. Wow, this really just can lock out your opponent. Basically, just your opponent can summon a monster into their extra monster zone, to my understanding, but if they've wanted to summon to their main monster zones, they have to summon it to the one right here. And I don't even know if you put down like a proxy or an IB, you can put it on either side of that. Maybe? We'll see. And also, when they put their extra deck monster in the main monster zone here, it basically protects Origin from being destroyed, so that's actually really, really good in my opinion. And then even if you're able to protect your Steelswarm Origin and your entire board gets wiped based off of your effect or your opponent's effect, then that's actually really good in bringing out your own monsters. And also, I feel if you have Steelswarm Origin and Ophion here, that's basically going to stop your opponent from special summoning anything. Origin stopping the extra deck, and then Ophion stopping anything that's level 5 or higher. So that is the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Comment down below what you guys think about these Link monsters. Are you guys excited about this? I know I'm really excited about the Christian monster. And so yeah, like, favorite, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace.